Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Friday evening episode of me with your most gracious host, Ted. Welcome here to Ted's Booze Cellar, most premier alcohol review show here on YouTube. Now, it's been a while since I've done an episode, and I do apologise if I'm looking a bit fuller in the face and the body. I did gain a bit of weight over Christmas. What with having a chest infection, wasn't COVID, thankfully. So that meant that I wasn't able to go to the gym for a while, and obviously, considering it's Christmas in the UK, you do tend to pile on the pounds a little bit more and get a bit more lethargic. I've tried to do that less as I've gotten older, because I do realise it does. If you do it continuously repeatedly every year, it may impact your health to a certain degree, but perhaps not so much, because to be fair, it's only like once a year. So I've tried to going to the gym a little bit more this week and last week, and I'm going to keep that going as much as I can going into the new year. But today we're going to be looking at the last of the Brick Brewery Peckham Rye beers that I got. The Brick Brewery is a specific line of beers from the Peckham Rye Brewery in London, in southeast London, and they're pretty consistently good. I've reviewed 3 of their beers so far before. They've got a couple of others that I haven't reviewed. One of them was a Pilsner, and I'm not massively fond of Pilsners a lot of the time. Some are good, don't get me wrong, but I reviewed, what have I reviewed so far? I think I've reviewed Session IPA, a Red Ale, and one other thing. But today we're going to be taking a look at Peckham Helles, which is a gluten-free Helles lager. So I'm imagining this will probably have a slight juiciness to it, but also be quite crisp, like a Hellenic lager maybe. So that might be quite good. So this was like part of a 6-pack of like these Brick Brewery specific beers. That 6-pack was £12, which for craft beers from a small brewery like that, I think is actually pretty decent. This is 4.2% alcohol volume. And again, same with the other cans. I really like the design of the can itself, although this doesn't have the brick mosaic layout on the beige part of the labelling as I thought it would. So, but yeah, it still looks handsome enough, so I'll give the can a solid, say, 8.5 out of 10. Simple, nice, clean, good. Anyway, we'll have ourselves a quick snifter and see what our first impression's like. So, kind of, speaking of Pilsners, actually, it kind of has, the initial nose reminds me of Pilsner, but the after smell, really more than anything, smells like a crisp lager. So just like a standard sort of like Western European lagers, sorry. Eastern European lagers do tend to be quite heavy in the sort of body and such, so sorry, that's not exactly what I was going for, but you get the basic gist of what I'm saying. So it's a nice sort of plain smell, but there's just not a lot to say about it. So I'll probably say something like, what would I say about it? I'd say it's a 6 out of 10. It smells nice, but it's just not particularly remarkable. So yeah, it smells pleasant enough. But anyway, we'll have ourselves a quick palate cleanser of water first. While I'm at it, if you guys have any suggestions for how I can add anything to these videos, or like do any other different types of Ted's Booze Cellar videos, please let me know in the comment section down below. But as always, have a great weekend ahead, everyone, and bottoms up. So this is nice. So it has the texture of something like Mythos. So like a clean, crisp southeastern European lager. With a slight tint of sweetness. And there's sort of kind of like, not floral, but definitely like freshness to it. And then like the main flavour is it's very much like a Mythos actually. This honestly tastes like an English Mythos with sort of slightly greater hint of sweetness to it, and sort of slight juiciness, but without that sort of bitterness that you'd see in like juicy ales or pale ales. It's got the best attributes, I'd say, of like a Hellenic lager, a crisp lager, a golden ale, and a gold beer. It's just a simple mixture of different flavours, but that mixed together really nicely. Yeah, that's really, really good actually. That's lovely. I think I think the texture needs to be a little bit smoother, but that being said, this is still an excellent beer, so I'll gladly give this a 9 out of 10. Really, really solid stuff. Very, very, very nice, and thoroughly, thoroughly worth being part of that £12 for 6 beers pack they do over at Peckham Helles Brewery. So yeah, very nicely done. But as always, if you guys like this video or agreed or disagreed with anything, leave a like, share and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you agreed or disagreed with anything else I said in this video, or if you have any suggestions for future episodes. And as always, check out my other social medias and YouTube channels in the video description down below. But until next time, have fun, stay safe, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops at the moment, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. And I just want to give a quick shout out to all of my team at work. The last few months have been very full on, so I want to say to all of you that you've done excellently, and particularly in our first week back at work in the new year, you've all been nothing short of exemplary. I know I'm extremely grumpy to you all, but I guess it's kind of a way of me showing my appreciation. But yeah, you're all, I consider you all friends, and I consider you all examples of really honest to God good workmanship and work ethic. So keep up the good work. I appreciate you all greatly. Take care and goodbye.